Okay, so here we have a red Roman. You can see the fish is still very much alive. Okay, the date today I think is the 11th of May, yeah. And I'd like to show you where I am today. I'm in a place called Kalk Bay Harbour, for those that don't know it, and I'm speaking about the out-of-towners or our international audience. It's one of Cape Town's fishing harbours. And of course we have the boat that goes out to fish, and then as the fish is caught, brought in, a lot of people will come out and buy it and either resell the fish, and that's what they do. I'm going to show you the surrounding. That is your mountain range around this most beautiful area. Just check it out. This is Kalk Bay, and we're going to pop in by some of the local fish and chip shops as well. So what we're going to do is, one of the traditional things in Cape Town is our dried fish, and specifically snook. Check this out. So this is how it's hanging over here. Let me show you from this side. So this is where they sell the fish, and this is what the dried snook looks like. Let's go pretty close. So this is snook, it's called locally. Of course a lot of our people will know what it is, but this is just for our international viewers. And then of course they'll just dry out here, and these are catches of the day. That's called hottentot.
No, it's mostly the 200 Monday. 150, yeah? A kilo.
But these packs of food,
We just got it.
This is what we call smoked snook, and we'll get us some smoked snook right now. Very, very nice there. So this is Fani, he's one of the locals here from Kalk Bay, and Fani is selling us dried snook, that exact snook that's hanging over there, and then it gets cured and dried like this. Fani, sell it to people.
Hi there.
Right now, say vir my net, that is fish that's cleaned and then salted, and then it just hangs out to dry like that, am I right?
Yeah,
And then how many days does it take?
Yeah, they wash it like 3 days afterwards. Every day for 3 days. And then they hang it out every day, like for instance 4 to 5 days.
And then it's right.
Dry, yeah.
Alright, Fani, how much are you selling this for?
30 rand a packet?
30 rand a 30 rand a packet?
50 for 2.
50 for 2. Fani, thank you, brother. Okay, so we have Isa. Isa is one of the locals selling, well, originally from a retreat, but selling his smoked snook. And Isa, you see the small packs over there is
30 rand for the small pack.
Yes.
40 rand for the big pack.
Alright, awesome. So your business is fish. That's what you do for a living, am I right?
Every day, yes.
And you're out in Kalk Bay every day.
Every day, and sometimes on the road we go buy fishing, like in Lambert,
Okay.
Trade by all the.
So you buy fish from the guys that come off boats, and then obviously you resell it again. So you do your own smoking and stuff up.
Yes.
Alright, awesome, guys. This is what
Every
Cape Town.
day.
There we go. Okay, Kalk Bay is it's a place where there's a lot of traditional lifestyle still, and we're gonna show you the recreational part of it as well. This guy's selling cob. What is this over here, brother?
Yellowfin tuna steaks.
Yellowfin tuna steaks.
We've got some nice kabeljauw, yellowfin tuna, the whole half of one.
Right?
The snappers here, kabeljauw in the middle.
Snappers and stuff. Okay, guys. So I'm, as mentioned, out here in Kalk Bay Harbour. Kalk Bay Harbour is a place that carries very rich tradition with families that have survived of fishing for a living. Everything out of the ocean for a living. Feeding families, raising families out of that, and then of course still living in the communities and looking after communities as well. With me here I have Fidel. Fidel, say to people.
Hi there.
So basically, I was having a quick chat with Fidel, and Fidel, just tell us a bit about your history. You've been living in Kalk Bay. How many generations in the fishing business?
I'm the 4th generation. I had a grandpa with a Mosa fortune. He was one of the fishermen, and he was a skipper on one of the boats, Leon K. And then I have my dad. His name is Budadullah Davids. He was working on all kinds of boats, trawling, catching choka. He was doing everything. He was my legend. Then I have a husband that's also now on the crayfish boats, and my 2 boys, Tofik and Rida. They also catch choka, and they catch crayfish, and they catch trawl. They do everything.
So,
and then I have the two younger ones. They catch choka off the wall.
Okay.
And yeah, they're doing well for themselves.
So so basically your family is surviving sole on what the ocean is providing to you.
Yes, basically yes. And extra bucks, they come down to the harbor and they come catch chuka, whatever
Okay.
they can do. But
Okay.
yeah, two of them do work. But yeah,
Yeah.
mostly the two older ones, they all into fishing,
So
and
so
that's what they solely survive on.
so the moral of the story is that we look at the Kalk Bay community and realize that the ocean, and that is what makes the Western Cape truly awesome, is that a lot of us, well, any other coastal line as well, but we're referring specifically to the Western Cape, Cape Town here, that fishing is not just a tradition, it's a way of life, it's a culture, it's a form of
Sure.
survival. So Faldila here, she has her own
Ferial.
Firio has her own business here where she will be buying fish off the boats and then reselling them. Selling you fish in its whole form, and of course, you guys fill it for people as well if they want.
We
Fill
do.
it clean.
I have a guy that's professionally doing all the work.
Okay.
And he does a good job of something.
So there we go.
Sure.
So what it's about is for you guys to come out here whenever you do visit SA. And you come into Cape Town to come and meet up with Firio, come and see what it's about, come and meet up a lot of the traditional people that's still doing this for a living, fourth generation. Firio, I'd like to tell you, you impress me. I love it because this is what we're all about.
No, for sure.
As Capetonians. So thank you very much. I really appreciate you giving me your time. And we'll come around from time to time. I'm going to come and support you for some fish.
Sure, you're welcome to.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to tag you in on the video. We're going to buy some fish. We will then go and prep it in our store, at our kitchen, and we're going to show you what it's all about.
Sure.
But guys, come out to Kalk Bay. It's amazing. And happy Mother's Day to everybody.
Happy Mother's Day to everybody.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
Okay.
Behind us, we have a lot of guys that does traditional arts, or not really sure what we call this, but African arts. These are all handmade over here, and these guys are selling it as well and just earning a living for themselves. So, Kalk Bay, extremely rich in culture. So this is the harbor where the boats are in mooring, and these are some of the boats. And these people, there's one guy that owns more than one, or two guys that owns more than one. And of course there's recreation where people come out and do a bit of fishing. And then of course there's a very famous spot for squid, choka. We'll be trying to show in the video to show how the guys, or how this hall is filled with guys trying to catch choka, or are catching choka. But that's what it's all about. It's just your getaway as well. Guys, I just want to show you guys something. I recently bought a boat, and exactly the way this boat is rocking is the part that makes me seasick, and this is still very calm water. Anybody in the comments want to suggest on how to overcome seasick, please? I look forward to that. So this is the recreational part here. This is where the lighthouse is, and the guys are fishing from this point. And yeah, we'll see if any one of them are willing to chat to us. And of course we have another lighthouse on that side. Very good spot for fishing cob as well, especially through your summer period. So let's check. Aluminium. Here we go. Small tintot. Beautiful. And off again. Got the shamil on again. Put the shamil on? Yes. Okay, he's reeling in very easy. So let's see.
My foolish shoes, one. Namamaki ko YouTube pa once. Because of ETV.
There the fish is coming. There we go, another one. Okay, so here we have a red Roman. You can see the fish is still very much alive. Check this out. This is a fish that makes a beautiful grilled, beautiful in curries. This rod just whooped now beautifully. Let's see. So, but the Shamil seems to be the only guy really getting today. Okay, let's see.
Okay, sorry.
That was a nice take now, eh?
Yeah.
Let's see what this is. Shamil, how many years you fishing now?
Okay, I fish now, I would say 20 plus years.
There we go. And that's a nice size, eh? There we go. The Shamil says, hold that fish up for me. There we go, guys. What in thought? It's on. Fries on, braais on, pans on.
Yeah, no, die panne aan, die
There we
panne
go.
aan.
So we got Hannes here. Are you on, Hannes?
Yeah. But it's not a big one.
This is what Hannes, but it doesn't matter, it's the fishing. There we go. We like the expression when you're reading that fishing video. Check it out. So this is what we call a hottentot. Guys can see the size of the mouth, pretty small, beautiful fish. Well done to you, Hannes. Red Roman. Little red Roman. Just show us that, just show us it before you. There we go, guys. Red Roman, beauty. And there we go back. Well done to you, my buddy. Lekker, man. There we go. It's still kicking.
That's it.
Very smart, man. Yeah, very, very smart. What did you catch it on?
Muscle.
Muscle. There we go. Still around jellyfish, guys. Something that's always sad to see is bottles and plastics and papers floating inside the oceans. Let's keep it clean. Let's be respectful towards that. Guys, cleaning and gutting. So fun for all. This is Kalki's. This is the famous fish and chip shop here. And of course your ice cream. And then another jetty. And some more mooring for the boat. So this is what it's all about. And now we're going to go into the community at Kalk Bay as well. So this is Kalki's. People coming for their fish and chips. Everything nice and fresh over here. We've got parking on top here at Kalk Bay. And of course this is where we are parked. And there you go. I decided to take a dive into the so-called colored community in Kalk Bay itself. And I myself have never been here. So this is where many of the traditional fishermen and the wives of the families of those fishermen are living. And listen to the interview of this gentleman. But what a place, and what a place that touches your heart in so many ways. Alright, so guys, Kalk Bay fishing. As an angler, I love fishing, all aspects of fishing. But I think it's also the culture and the tradition, and that is what this whole video has been about. And with me today, I've got a gentleman, Uncle Derek. Uncle Derek is now. Say hi to the people, Uncle Derek.
Hello.
And Uncle Derek is how old?
71.
Uncle Derek is a guy that's been fishing on the boats for livelihood, for sustainability. And of course, it was a way of life. Uncle Derek, you've been fishing since the age of?
15 years old.
15 years old, and you stopped fishing?
I was 68.
68 years old when Uncle Derek stopped fishing. So what type of fishing is it that you did in terms of?
Handline fishing. We traveled to Port Elizabeth.
With the boat from here?
Yes. To
So you
catch squid and handline fishing here in the bay.
So when you say when you say the handline fishing, what type of species are we talking about?
Anything.
Hottentot,
Red Roman, yellowtail, snook.
And it was traditional, just with the handline, no rods and things.
No rods, no rods.
But tell me something, the age of 15 years old, there must have been a reason that Uncle Derek started fishing at that age.
Well, things weren't so good at home. So I
left school, went to go and fish.
went to fish. Yes.
And you went to go fish, and whatever monies you earn, you obviously came home, gave it to mommy,
Yes.
and that would be food, and you get your fry. In other words,
Yes,
you get a catch of the
you
day.
always come home with your fry.
There we go. So people, you know, fishing is a tradition. Whether you rock and surf, whether you boat fishing, whether you deep sea trawling, whatever it is. And Uncle Daring them is for me a big success story, knowing that the fact of leaving school at the age of 15 to go and work, sustain your family. Uncle Daring got
Yes.
kids?
No.
No kids.
No kids.
I just got one question, man. How did you not get seasick? How do you gain sea legs? Because that is something I battle with. I bought the boat.
You get used to it.
You get
don't
used to
get seasick. Well, I never got seasick.
You were the lucky ones. Tell me something, Uncle Daring.
Because we've been on the Ober and on the dinghies since a young age. Also.
So sea life is your whole life?
Yes.
I suppose it's like getting up in the morning and love going to work. You know, the water's good. You're going to go fish today. I think besides anything, to have a job as fishing, it's not an easy job, but it's a liquor job.
Yes, those years it was sustainable and
It was very sustainable. And today's life?
Yeah, today it's not so.
Fishing is scarce. What do you think the reason for that is?
Well, I think mostly it's
The outside trawlers, maybe?
yes,
Right.
it comes into our waters and then the big companies. Yeah, they never get what you call it. They take away like quotas and this and that. But
Okay.
here amongst the fishermen,
Mm.
you lose whatever.
It becomes tough.
Yes.
Tell me, Uncle Derek, if you were any youth in your area, and I've driven through the area, you know, despite we can see as a community that is a struggling community, it's a hard-working community. It still looks pretty decent here. And what do you think of the Kalk Bay community? I mean, you're here all your life, I presume.
Yes.
You're living here?
Yes, no gangsterism like that. There's nothing like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just like a chilled vibes.
Yes.
Everybody
you
knows
get
it.
the what you call it, the copper and
Aye.
all that. You know it's everywhere.
It's everywhere, unfortunately.
That drug business.
Okay. Would Uncle Derek recommend anybody to actually go fishing commercially, or what would your advice be to somebody that wants to do commercial fishing, especially looking at today's time?
That's gonna be a hard time for them.
Hard time.
Yeah.
Fish is scarce, fuel's expensive.
Everything is expensive.
Do you think there's still a lot of people in this community that's committed to commercial fishing, especially on the small tugboats and the hand lines and things?
No.
Slowing down?
Yes.
It's actually sad that in Cape Town we're losing a culture like that, or at least that the culture's slowing down.
No, the youth of today, they're not actually interested in fishing. And then some of them, they never finish matric and that, so they want to fish, but it's not sustainable.
It's not sustainable.
For a job.
However, even if it's not necessary that's sustainable, I think that there could still be days that is good catches. You can still earn a bit of a living from it. It's better than doing nothing.
And doing nothing, yes.
Absolutely. Would you say fishing is a very disciplined type of industry to work in terms of safety on a boat? You can't take things for granted when you're out in the ocean.
No, you can't.
Definitely can't. Guys, coming to you from the Kalk Bay community, Upper Kalk Bay, low down from the jetty. We always come into Kalk Bay and we're enjoying the fish and chips, and like I said, the vibe out, as you've seen on the video, people bringing mothers out on Mother's Day, or just families for picnics and fish and chip lunch or whatever it is. But there's another side to it, and Uncle Derek is living proof that you know, at least he's still around to tell the tale of what Kalk Bay and the Kalk Bay fishing community is all about. What time in the morning do you leave? That uncle said, I'm going to ask you, what time in the morning do you guys leave for fishing?
In summer, it's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
And then you come back when?
The afternoon, 2, 3 o'clock.
Sure. That's like 12, 13, 14 hours on the water.
Yeah.
And then you fish and you wait for the fish to come on the bite, or you move to different spots?
You move to, if the fish is not there, then you move to
the next spot. Yeah, from 1 o'clock in the morning, and then you come home, and the next morning, 1 o'clock, you're out again.
Yes.
So it's not an easy life. But that is Uncle Derek, I must tell you,
But
I need
it's
to
a
say
happy life.
A happy life. There we go. I need to shake your hand. You're a true legend, my friend. True legend. This is what Cape Town is all about. This is our culture. To everybody that's watching us from abroad, if ever you come into Cape Town and you come to Kalk Bay, don't just come for the fish and chips. Drive through this community and see what it's about. Uncle Derek, I need to say a huge thank you to you. Truly a huge thank you to you.
Okay.
And to the gentleman on that side as well. That's Cameron Shy.
His father was also a fisherman.
No, his dad wasn't. So
Was
this.
a skipper too. His
So,
father.
so I would say most of the people living in Kalk Bay were in fishing.
In
Am I right?
fishing, yes.
You know, so these are council units here still, or is it
No, it's
privately owned now?
Privately
You bought
owned,
it
yes.
from council.
Yeah.
There we go, guys. Kalk Bay community, Cape Town, a place that I was born in. I love it, and this is my reason for my cultural tour. Sorry,
where were you born in?
I was born in a house in Kensington, and then moved to different areas, and I'm still moving around to different areas. I'm a type of gypsy, but yeah, no, we grew up in Crawford, Athlone. And my grandmother was the lady that used to sell greens. They used to broke with vegetables. So that type of culture has always been in our family.
Yes.
And then, of course, she always had fish and things. And I never understood where she got the fish from until we got older. And that is what we realized that gentlemen like Uncle Derek used to catch that fish that my grandmother used to buy. So once again, thank you very much.
Most of the people came to buy fish here.
There we go. And I never knew that because we only saw
Have
the
you
fish coming
taken
out.
a walk there on that catwalk there? Have
Yes,
you seen the
yes.
photos there?
I'm gonna go and do that right now.
No, when you walk towards the harbour there.
Yeah,
there's a
on the
lot
wall.
of old photos there.
I'm definitely gonna go take some pictures
And
there.
then you can, like I told you, there tops.
Yeah.
You seen that Bayrama restaurant, no?
Yes, I know it is.
Now, right opposite there, stops. But against the wall, there's photos of rugby players, people that.
Was rugby big in Kalk Bay?
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
I'm loving it more and more. I should have visited here a long time ago.
Yes.
But in
You
here,
can see there.
I don't want to spoil Uncle Derek's chill Sunday. Liquor vibes. You guys must always be cool. I only but make blessings or praise that you guys have a long, happy, what's left of our lives here. To always just be as cool as you are. Thank you very much for your contribution.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah. And here where we sitting, my father passed away in his garden here.
You put your dirt pot right here.
Yes, in this garden.
Oh my word. Okay, so while this video was about community out in Kalk Bay, which is a beautiful community, rich in culture, watch our journey into Eastern Cape, where we did some community work for our non-profit organization, the Center for Family and Early Childhood Development Intervention. Check this out. Thank you. Okay. Okay, guys. Woo, here we go. So this is the moment once again where we thank our sponsors. Build and Save, Wet and Hardware, Sissy, teacher, for you. Mighty Meal Pies, for you. Pies and Pastry, Classic Meats, Cape Town. The Mustara Fin Foundation, Cape Town. We'd like to say thank you to Henry Harrison family. Thank you very much. And to our anonymous donors, that's so humble as well. Thank you very much. You know exactly who you are. Teacher, that's for you guys. What I can say is from us at the Center for Family and Early Childhood Development Interventions, you guys are doing amazing work. We love what we see. Just when we see facilities like this, we can see that these teachers take pride. And like I always say, foundation stage is the start of positivity and success. And what you guys are doing is amazing. You must please keep up. It's the first time we meet, but it won't be the last time we meet. We look forward. We need much more assistance to be able to help these organizations. We're out in Motherwell. Rebecca, did I say that right? Yes. Rebecca, I've got it right. Guys, thank you very much. Amazing. Much respect to you. Remember something, eh? Even the best of doctors and lawyers and motor mechanics and whatever you are in this world, without a teacher, you wouldn't be able to read and write or count. So thank you to you guys. You're educators. You're so amazing. I have a lot of respect for you. Don't stop what you're doing. All right. Thank you very much.